Either we want to have segregation or integration. And if we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you're only awarded if you're black. Image Awards, where you're only awarded if you're black. If it were the other way around, we would be up in arms. It's a double standard. Just like there shouldn't be a Black History Month. You know, we're Americans, period. That's it.
This white woman, Stacy Dash, is at it again, and she got on my everlasting nerves. Listen, just because that's the color of your skin you want it to be today, as much bleaching that you probably done in your skin already, stop. Stay over there with Raven Simone and all of them, Whoopi Goldberg. You stay over there with all the I want to be American, I don't want to be African American anymore. Listen, I'm black, and we're not with whatever you just said. I'm not with whatever you just said. How can you dismiss and put down and bring down the very things that supported us, the very things that supported you throughout your entire career until Fox hired you to play their puppet? How in the world are you going to say, oh, let's cancel the BET network and cancel all these awards? I don't believe we should stop Black History Month. I don't believe that is the issue. Are us segregating ourselves? How can we segregate ourselves? We never segregate ourselves. We did our own thing because they did not include us, just like how they're not including us now into the Oscars. Like, that makes no sense. That's how we got here. That's how we got the establishments and making our own everything. It's because we're not included, we're not wanted, they don't care to have a need for us. Like, that makes no sense for what she just said. And I'm thinking to myself, why is she bringing up Black History Month? That has nothing to do. Like, what? Did you even celebrate Martin Luther King? No, she probably didn't. She not black. I forgot she not black, y'all. So the other points that I want to talk about is one, what Tyrese said. He wants Chris Rock to not host the Oscars. Like, I'm not gonna stop somebody from their bread and butter. Why in the world would I tell Chris Rock, okay, don't host the Oscars? Chris Rock not hosting the Oscars is not going to change anything. Maybe he'll add a couple of jokes and stuff like that for black purposes and stuff like. But if he doesn't host the Oscars, do you really think that's what's gonna spark them to change and start adding? That's not gonna do anything. Black people, we have to remember that we are not the majority in the United States. They brought a lot of us off that boat, but it's not enough of us to. There's not a lot of us here. We're like 30%. They're the majority. So at the end of the day, they're going to win. If all of us decide not to watch the awards, and another thing about that, black people don't watch the awards anyway. Let's just be honest. We watch the awards when black people are nominated. I don't know nobody that watch the awards. I don't watch the awards, and I'm a filmmaker. I studied film. I don't watch the awards. I just don't, unless somebody black that's nominated. Other than that, I look at I see online who won and who didn't. Like, that's it. I don't watch the show though, because what's there to support when people my skin color aren't watching it? Like, a lot of people as it is, a lot of black people as it is, don't really support the Oscars. So you telling the few people left that don't watch the Oscars, that's not gonna do anything. There's enough white people in America that can fill up those views, fill up those seats. Like, fill up that open vacancy for Chris Rock. So, Tyrese, for you to say, oh, don't get paid to that day, that's not going to do anything. Instead, he should be saying, hey, bruh, I feel like having my own Black Oscar Awards. You in? Since you so rich, since you so accomplished, since you got all that Fast and Furious money and Transformers money, you mean tell me you, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, Samuel L. Jackson, Morgan Freeman, Denzel, you mean nobody can't collectively come together as a people and create their own stuff, their own award show? Cause they're not giving y'all awards like that. Y'all see it already. Morgan Freeman been old all my life. He barely got any awards, and he's a fantastic, phenomenal actor. I just don't understand. Like, and then now we're going against each other. Now it's Jada Pinkett Smith against Janet Hubert, the Black Aunt Viv. I'm kind of here for that though. I was rocking with Janet because Jeanette because why for Jada to say that I can only be with her for so much because like I said, why don't you just create your own instead of saying, oh, maybe we should send our money and our resources and stuff elsewhere. Maybe you donated to the Oscars, Jada, but we haven't. I don't know nobody that have. We're all just watching to see who's black's gonna win, and that's about it. I never put donated one penny to the Oscars. I'm sure they don't need my penny to create their golden statues that don't support us. Like, that makes no sense. 90, what is it? Over 90% white? And then majority men? And then you just put the black lady there to just represent us? No, like, this is not helping. Not watching is not helping. We need to create our own thing. So, yes, I'm not trying to say let's segregate ourselves. There's no such thing as black people segregating themselves. No, we went off and do our own thing. We didn't do it by force. We did it because you guys are shunning us out from getting the credit that we know we deserve because we're good at acting. There's no reason why some of those awards, some of those nominations were not for black people. Well, I'm not trying to say everybody was good at what they did. I'm not trying to say straight out Compton, all the actors did a phenomenal job. You can't look me in the eye and say that the picture wasn't good. You can't look me in the eye and say, oh, the only thing that's good is the writing. The only thing I can relate to is the writers, so the white writers deserve an award. You can look me in the eye and say that. So yeah, I was very upset at Tyrese. I'm still upset at him talking about, oh, then he gonna bring up, oh well, Andy Cohen, he's going to, he would if he was in Chris Rock's position, not go to the Oscars and not support the Oscars if they don't support gay people, and then that will actually make a change. So now we're comparing apples and oranges because this is what it comes down to. This is how I'm saying, and I just want to encourage everybody to block out the ignorance. Block out Stacy Dash, block out Tyrese, block out a little bit of what Jada's saying, block out the fact that Aunt Viv is better. Just block out the ignorance and let's still come together, stay with the positive, keep this conversation going because it is necessary to have. But I'm surprised that it's always on and off like a roller coaster. But I'm surprised it went on this far, and a lot of people are still chiming in. Like even George Clooney said something. So I think the wheels are actually starting to turn about this Oscar situation now. I don't know if it will actually change, but I really want to encourage people and whoever watched this to let's stand up and just create our own stuff. Do I want BET Network to actually have a BET Oscars? I honestly don't. We kind of clown BET Awards because it is owned by white people. So it's the quality of our shows, the quality of our awards is just not up to par. Do we still watch it? Yeah, we still watch it. Does all of the artists go? No, all of the artists don't go for their own purposes, personal preferences and purposes. We shouldn't bunch the actors together and say, oh, actors don't go to their awards and stuff like that because actors and filmmakers are different than rappers and singers. Like, why are we putting them together at some point? Like, the BET Awards is mostly for rappers and R&B singers and just singers, period. They have like one or two awards that are given for actors and acting, but not for directors, sound designers, not for any of them. So we're just like I said, the conversation is getting ignorant because everybody's chiming in and nobody's making sense. So we just need to have a tunnel vision here, and we just need to stick to the motive of just having our own. I'm not here for what Stacy Dash said. That was just the last straw that I really had to come on here and actually say something because I'm just over it, but hopefully this sparks something. I mean, all the celebrities are talking about it now, so hopefully this would send some type of message to say, okay, let's just do our own thing and let's just forget about the Oscars completely. For the most part, black people has already forgot. Like, you guys already heard my points already. So follow me on Twitter, CookieBaby23. Follow me on Instagram, Biscuits to More. Comment down below what you guys think about what I said. What you guys think of Stacy Dash comment or Tyrese going at it with Chris Rock, and people are rallying against each other and things like that, and not sticking to like the main issue. Comment down below and let me know.